America, the land of opportunity, resilience, and change. For too long, the swamp has held us back, stifled our potential, and chipped away at the very foundations of this great nation. But there's a shift happening, a reawakening. As we look ahead, one figure stands out ready to usher in a new era: Donald Trump. In his second term, he aims to lead the nation towards a brighter future, a future free from the shackles of the radical left, a future where every American has the chance to achieve their dreams. Let's explore how Trump intends to transform America for the better, how he plans to make America great again. First and foremost, a booming economy. Under Trump's policies during his first term, we saw significant tax cuts, putting money back in the pockets of hardworking Americans. We saw a deregulated environment that wasn't choking the life out of our businesses. And guess what? Businesses grew, they thrived, they hired more Americans. But the fight's not over. The radical left wants to take it all away. They want to raise your taxes, bury you in regulations, and control every aspect of your life. But in his second term, Trump plans to build on that foundation of prosperity. His agenda includes improving tax structures even further, making them even fairer for you, the American worker. He's going to incentivize businesses to come back to America, to bring those jobs back from China. And he's going to create millions of new jobs through massive infrastructure projects. Trump understands that a strong economy isn't built on handouts and government dependence. It's built on the backs of hardworking Americans.
As a small business owner, I saw firsthand how those tax cuts helped my business grow. We were able to hire more staff, expand our services, and really make a difference in our community.
Next, energy independence. The radical left wants you to believe that fossil fuels are the enemy. They want you to live in the dark, to shiver in the cold. It's hypocrisy, plain and simple. But Trump, he sees right through it. He knows that energy independence means national security, jobs, and lower prices. Trump's first term pushed for domestic energy production. We were finally free from the grip of foreign oil. We were energy independent, a superpower in our own right. In a second term, Trump promises to continue the momentum. He's going to unleash American energy like never before. By promoting fossil fuels and renewable energy, Trump believes America can lead in energy innovation. We can be energy independent and have a clean environment. Under Trump, we'll be selling energy to the world, not buying it. That's the Trump vision for a stronger, more prosperous America. Let's talk about immigration. It's a tough issue, one that's been used to divide us for too long. The radical left wants open borders. They want to flood our country with illegal immigrants, many of whom, frankly, shouldn't be here. They want to overwhelm our system, bankrupt our resources, and change the very fabric of our nation. They call it compassion, but I call it chaos. Trump sees it for what it is. He knows that a country without borders is no country at all. He knows that we have to be compassionate, but we also have to be smart. We have to put America first. A secure border is essential for national safety and economic stability. You can't have a strong economy when you have drugs and crime pouring across your border. Trump aims to improve border security, not with hate, as the fake news media would have you believe, but with common sense. He's going to use enhanced technology, like the wall, to keep our country safe. And he's going to enact policies that will ensure that immigration is safe, legal, and humane. He wants people to come to this country, but he wants them to come here legally, through the front door, not the back door.
As a family member of immigrants, I know how important it is to have a system that works. My parents came here legally, worked hard, and embraced the American dream.
Chapter 4. Healthcare freedom putting patients first. Healthcare, it's a mess, right?
The Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, whatever you want to call it, it's been a disaster. Premiums have skyrocketed, deductibles are through the roof, and choices, what choices? You're stuck with whatever plan the government forces on you. It's enough to make you sick.
But Trump, he gets it. He knows that the government should be working for us, not the other way around.
During his first term, Trump focused on lowering prescription drug prices. He took on the pharmaceutical companies, the swamp's favorite cash cow, and he made them lower their prices. He also ensured that pre-existing conditions are covered, because healthcare shouldn't be about punishing people for things they can't control.
In a second term, he wants to blow up the system and rebuild it from the ground up, this time with the American people in mind.
He's going to push for more transparency in pricing, so you know what you're paying for. He's going to increase competition among insurers, so you have more choices and lower prices.
Chapter 5. Educating for Excellence, Empowering Parents, Unleashing Potential. Now let's talk about our children, our future. They deserve the best education possible.
But for too long, the education establishment has failed them. They've trapped them in failing schools, pushed a radical leftist agenda, and prioritized indoctrination over education. They don't care about your children, they only care about their power.
But Trump, he believes in parents. He believes that parents know what's best for their children, not some bureaucrat in Washington, D.C. He believes in school choice.
He wants to give every parent the power to choose where their child goes to school, whether it's a public school, a private school, a charter school, or even homeschooling. Because every child is different, and every child deserves the opportunity to succeed.
In his second term, Trump intends to fight for policies that put parents back in the driver's seat.
He's going to expand charter schools, give them the funding they deserve, and break the stranglehold of the teachers' unions.
We live in a dangerous world, a world where our enemies are emboldened, where our allies are questioning our resolve, and where our values are under attack. For 8 years, we had a president who apologized for America, who led from behind, who bowed to our enemies and abandoned our friends. But those days are over. Trump understands that a strong America is a safe America. He knows that the best way to prevent war is to be prepared for war. He knows that our enemies respect strength and despise weakness. And he knows that America has a vital role to play in the world, a role that we cannot shirk from. Trump's administration previously focused on negotiating fairer trade deals, deals that put American workers first, not globalist corporations. He stood up to China, he stood up to Mexico, he stood up to anyone who tried to take advantage of us. In a second term, he plans to continue to project American strength on the world stage. He's going to rebuild our military, make it the most powerful fighting force the world has ever seen. He's going to strengthen our alliances with like-minded countries, countries that share our values of freedom, democracy, and the rule of law. Law and order. It's the foundation of a civilized society. Without it, we have chaos, we have anarchy, we have the breakdown of everything we hold dear. The radical left wants to defund the police. They want to let criminals run free. They want to turn our cities into lawless wastelands. They call it social justice, but I call it insanity. Trump stands with the men and women in blue. He knows that they risk their lives every day to keep us safe. He knows that they are the thin blue line that stands between order and chaos. And he knows that they deserve our unwavering support. In his first term, Trump fought back against the radical left's anti-police agenda. He called out the fake news media for their biased reporting. He stood up for law enforcement officers when they were under attack, and he made it clear that in his America, we support the police, not the criminals. In a second term, Trump will continue to be a champion for law and order. He's going to make sure that our police departments have the funding they need to do their jobs effectively. He's going to work to reduce crime, to get criminals off the streets and behind bars where they belong. And he's going to stand up for the rights of law-abiding citizens to defend themselves, their families, and their property. Finally, let's talk about the environment. The radical left wants you to believe that you have to choose between a strong economy and a healthy environment. They say you can't have both. They want you to believe that America is the problem, that we're destroying the planet. Well, I'm here to tell you that's a lie. Trump understands that we can have both. He knows that a strong economy is essential for environmental protection. After all, you can't care about the planet if you can't afford to feed your family. He knows that American innovation, not burdensome regulations, is the key to a cleaner future. In his first term, Trump rolled back job-killing regulations that were strangling American businesses. He withdrew from the disastrous Paris Climate Accord, a globalist scheme designed to redistribute wealth, not save the planet. And he unleashed American energy production, making us less reliant on foreign oil. In a second term, Trump will continue to pursue a common-sense approach to environmental protection. He's going to work to ensure that we have clean air, clean water, and pristine lands for generations to come. He's going to promote American innovation in clean energy technologies, and he's going to do it all while creating jobs and growing the economy. As America stands at a crossroads, Donald Trump's vision for a second term offers hope, change, and rejuvenation. It's a vision of a stronger, safer, more prosperous America. An America where every citizen has the opportunity to achieve their dreams. It's a vision that rejects the radical left's agenda of socialism, open borders, and anti-Americanism. Together, we can build a prosperous future, grounded in the values that unite us, a future where America reclaims its rightful place as a beacon of hope and liberty for the world. The future is bright, let's embrace it together.